Welcome, gentlemen. Module 8, moving forward. It's a new page. Okay, so we're getting to the back end of the course now, I guess you'd say. So we have covered a lot so far. I mean, from module 1, where we were dealing with the separation, getting over the breakup, we've covered some legal stuff, we've covered domestic duties, we've also looked at living arrangements, and then you'll notice module 7 there we just covered. It was a bit of a downer, that one, dealing with the grief, the realization, the loneliness, the isolation that you'll go through. Okay, you're probably still going through it right now, and I've been through it, but I've come out the other side, so I'm a lot better now than what I was when I was getting over this breakup and the realization that I was a single dad. Okay, so this one here, module 8, moving forward to a new page. I guess this whole process is a new page for you, becoming a single dad. Okay, so. And my whole focus in this the whole course has been a new page for you, not just what we're going to discuss now, because you want to be better. You've had the balls to sign up and improve your situation. Okay, so good on you. Now, module 8 through to the end of the course is all future focus. It's all looking at really drilling down to get your life in order. Okay, as a single dad, really get it in order. Start looking at the future, start planning it, and getting the plan of attack. Okay, so you've got a vision. We're going to talk about setting some goals, what you want to achieve. Okay, as personally, as an individual, all right, and that's going to affect your role as a father as well, and a single parent. So I'll talk about a plan of attack to help you achieve your goals, all right, and that vision that you've got. Now, I'm also going to talk through this one. We're going to look at the difference between parallel parenting and co-parenting and the distinct differences between those two. Okay, and also we're going to touch on a few healthy choices as well that you can make to improve your life and just to be the best you can be, which is ultimately what you want to do. Ultimately, why you've signed up for this program is to improve your situation and to become better. Is that not true? Okay, so I mean, you've come a long way now, haven't you? From module 1 through to 7, now you're at 8. Hopefully you've been implementing some of those strategies and implementing some of the tools and tips that I've given you, and you're benefiting from my experience and what I went through, okay, and saving yourself time and money. Okay, so now module 8 moving forward, so from 8 through to 12, it's all about you. I mean, the whole thing's about you, but more about your future focus. We're going to touch on your happiness, okay, communication, and ultimately preparing you for new relationships at the back end, but not just yet, okay? You're probably not ready just yet, but I'll discuss that more later on. So let's jump into the start of it with module 8 and see how we go. See you in there, guys. All right, here we are. So the first thing I want to do is discuss with you the difference between co-parenting and parallel parenting. Okay, so parallel parenting is where you're not a team. Okay, you're dealing with the narcissistic, passive-aggressive behavior in your ex-spouse. They are neither responsible nor respectful, and they're not mature, and they're totally self-absorbed, and they don't have the child's best interest at heart. Okay, which is what you should have. Okay, in decisions affecting the children, you should always have their best interest at heart. Now, you can't control them all the time in that situation. You'll fight a losing battle trying to enforce your parenting style 100% of the time. Okay, it'll be like banging your head against a brick wall. It just won't happen. Okay, so you've got to let go of trying to control her in dealing with the kids in certain situations. But what you really want to understand here is that the children, your kids, will always come back to stability. Okay, so if you are not showing those signs of being passive aggressive or narcissistic sort of behavior and all over the place and unorganized and making wrong decisions that are benefiting yourself as well, the children will always come back to stability. Okay, no matter what age they are, they'll always come back to the stable environment, which is what you want to establish. Okay, because you'll never agree with this person. Okay, or you might agree with them now and then, but it'll be very rare. Okay, but what you must understand is that you're not in a relationship with this person. Okay, it's the ex-spouse. You're not in a relationship with them anymore. In saying that, you owe them nothing. Okay, you owe them nothing, and that's parallel parenting. Okay, so that's not what you want. Okay, at all. It's very hard to deal with. All right, so co-parenting, on the other hand, is a big tick. That's what we want to aim for. So co-parenting is where you get along, okay? You have a shared vision of the future of the child, and you've got the best interest for your kids together, okay? You share common ground on making the best possible life for the children, all right? And that's what you want, all right? So co-parenting must be exactly that. So let's look at co-parenting, okay? So co-parenting, you are united. You've got the same morals, same values. You share the same ideals and standards, disciplines. You support each other's decisions, and but you must be careful here in co-parenting to have the communication open so the children won't play you off against each other. All right, so Dad said I could stay out in the mall till 9 p.m. when you was only saying 7, but Dad said this and Mum said that. Okay, you want to make sure you've got the co-parenting down pat so the children aren't playing you off against each other. Okay, and the other thing too is don't try and outdo your spouse. Don't try and outdo your partner by spoiling the kids. All right, that's not going to work here. That's when they're playing you off against your ex-spouse. All right, so don't try and outdo your ex-spouse with lavish gifts and that kind of thing. All right, it's not going to work. You want to keep it nice and balanced, okay, what you're doing with the child. And you want to also make sure that you maintain that amicable relationship, which is going to be a lot easier to do through co-parenting, all right? Because you share those values and standards and disciplines and morals and all those things and visions of the child's future. Okay, so that amicable relationship must be there. You do have to be firm but fair sometimes when you're getting your point across with what's the best interest for the child. So be firm but fair, not only with the ex-spouse but also with your children as well. Okay, don't let them, don't give them too much. All right, don't spoil them. Okay, and the other thing too is it's if you've got that relationship, then you're not going to be saying bad words about the ex-spouse. Okay, your ex-partner, because we know that old saying, you shoot an arrow at your ex-spouse, it'll hit your child right in the heart, which is true. Okay, you don't want to be speaking ill or speaking bad about your children's mother. Okay, so co-parenting, big tick, that's what we want to achieve. All right, so you are the parent, not the child. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, that's right. Well, what I'm saying here is that meaning that you're in charge, okay? So you have the control. You're running the show, in other words, yeah? Maintaining the power, maintaining the parent and child relationship. You don't want to be mates, because they've got friends and all that. I mean, depending on the age, okay? It depends on the age. But you can work that out. But I'm just saying that, maintain that parent relationship with your child. But you don't want to be, I'm not saying be heavy-handed and rule with an iron fist and strong discipline. I'm more saying about, through love and understanding and decisiveness, assertiveness, knowing, just being really deliberate in your delivery of everything, okay? Don't be wishy-washy or undecided. Just maintaining stability and control so they know that you're the rock. Okay, you're the rock that they can depend upon. Being a role model and that fatherly figure that they're looking for. Okay, especially now in this world that you're in right now as a single parent, where the children are split between mum and dad. Okay, through love and understanding is the best way to be the parent. All right, very important that. Make sure you're exuding that kind of presence with your child, and of course you also want to be emotionally stable. All right, which is very hard given what we've been through in module 7, but you want to be emotionally stable, especially when your children are around. Okay, as a parent, as a role model. Okay, all right, let's move on again now. It's a new page. Have a vision of your future and set yourself goals. Okay, so you want to know where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you want to become, who you want to become, okay? And once you've got those goals, that's your starting point. Okay, and then I mean, there are many ways to structure your goals or write it out, how you want to go about achieving it, what motivates you, what drives you. For me, it's a 12-month advance on my life. So I have goals in the four key areas of my life, and I'll write them out in a few paragraphs, along with things that I want to see or go do or experience. And I'll write it out as a reflection of the year that was. So that's the year that I want to have. Okay, and I'll look at that daily, and then that's my target. And from there, I can set myself daily, weekly, and monthly objectives that help me, that align with that 12-month advance that I've written out. So it keeps me on track. So that's how I get my vision, my goals, all right, by that 12-month advance. And those little daily, weekly, and monthly tasks keep me on track. So, with you, do you want to be stronger? Do you want to have better relationships? Do you want to be a more patient person? Do you want to have better time management skills? Do you want to get a promotion at work? Do you want to go to the next level within your organization? Okay, so write that down and aim for that. What do you have to do to get that? Do you want more time with the kids? What about to finish all the legal stuff or to get divorced? On the other side of things, do you want to exercise more? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to lose 20 pounds, 10 pounds, 30 pounds? Do you want to be able to do more push-ups? Right? Do you want to go to the gym more? What is it you want to do? Write it down. Setting goals gives you the motivation, the reasons to get up, the triggers for the action and the inspiration. So they are very important, no matter how big or small they are, okay? They are very important to your personal development and your personal growth, which is a big thing right now with where you're at and going forward. It could be something like, like give up smoking, or you want more money, but in those kind of things, like you can't just say, I want to have more money. Make it specific. Okay, so this is the second process that I use in setting goals and things that I want to achieve. SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. Okay, that's a little acronym there, okay, that can help you write your goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. Okay, so it's a good tool to use, okay, just setting SMART goals, all right? Now, if you have goals that are too big and they seem unattainable, break it down into smaller parts. All right, so just say you want to get a promotion at work. All right, so what do you need to do to get the promotion? You need to get more sales. If you're in that sort of industry, okay, well then how are you going to get more sales? All right, so I've got to contact another 50 clients a week. All right, well that's your first goal then. Contact 50 clients a week. It's simple. I want to be able to do 50 push-ups without stopping. Okay, it's too much for you to do straight out of the bat. Okay, so start with 20 or 10, whatever you can do. Break it down into smaller parts. Okay, so you've got a big goal, seems too big. Break it down into parts to have small, attainable goals. Put a time base on it, make it realistic, okay, achievable and measurable. All right, so for me doing this course, like I would have, a monthly list of what I wanted to get done, a weekly list and a daily list, and you'd cross it off and bring it over all the time. Okay, so daily, film some videos or get my domain set up, contact, Facebook advertisers or get some photos done. There was always different things on the daily tasks that I had to do, and I still even use it now. I still have daily tasks that I want to achieve. Okay, so, but we are going to delve into this a lot more in the Power Up series, which you guys have access to now, and now we're going to get right into that and drill right down on these sort of things as well. Because at the end of the day, like, goals and having a vision for your future, you don't want to just start and not grow or not go anywhere in life. Okay, and it's hard to, once you realize that, then you'll start doing it all the time. Okay, because you want to improve in all areas of your life. Okay, and there's four big areas. There's your relationships, there's your career, there's your finance, and there's your health. The four major areas in life. And a lot of our issues that we have come under that four main key areas, which is relationships, your finances, your career, and your health. And all divisions of those four is where your main things will come from, all right? But we'll delve right into that in the Power Up series, so make sure you jump onto that. And the other thing is, like, just to say to you now, like, you've got one life, yeah? One life. So why not make it the best it can be, all right? And make it the best it can be, and that's going to help you and help your children. All right, if you're out there doing things and becoming the best you can be, they're going to see that. And you know what you are then? You're a role model. And you're really making an effort to improve. And your children will see that, all right? Again, but I'm going to delve more into that later on, but, just think about that. And the other thing too is if you have hobbies. Hobbies help you, and remember in Module 7 about using your time when you don't have the kids and develop and improving yourself, all right? Get your hobbies. And I got this from a guy by the name of Dean Graviosi, American guy who's doing great things with motivation and masterminds and that kind of thing. Have a hobby that improves your financial situation, a hobby that keeps you creative, and a hobby for your health and fitness, for your health. Think about hobbies in those three areas, okay? And you'll do wonders for yourself, all right? Inside, mentally, outside, your whole package, all right? Okay, so let's move on again now. Start with a plan, any plan. Okay, so this is another thing with your goals, and you've got a plan, but the first plan doesn't have to be the master plan. Remember the goal you had about what you want to achieve, what you want to do, where you want to go. Okay, so begin with the end in mind. That's from Stephen R. Covey, one of his success habits. Begin with the end in mind. Okay, so you know where the goalposts are. You know what you're aiming for. Okay? Now you need a plan of attack. And with your goals and with the daily, weekly, and monthly tasks, that's what you need to complete. You pick something like what's important to you. Is it your kids? Is it your lifestyle? Is it your health? Is it your well-being? Is it mental well-being? Is it your physical body? Your career, your finances, relationships, what's important to you, okay? And then work on it. Work on it, work on it, work on it. You can work on different things at the same time as well if you want to, okay? Just work out what you really want, all right? What do you desire? Where do you see yourself? For me, a couple of years ago, my health goal was my knee rehab, all right? So I had damaged that the same week that I found out that my marriage was over. So it was a pretty tough week, that one. But was given the instructions and the directions about what to do and what needed to be done. And because I really wanted to do it, I had the discipline to work at it daily, all right? And that was my plan. And the next year I turned the corner and began to get help mentally, all right? And a lot of what I learned and got shown I've put into this course to pass on to you. So it began the whole personal development journey for me, which I'm still on now, okay? And I'm loving it. I'm loving the thought that I can plan and always improve myself and challenge myself to do new things. To quote Stephen R. Covey again, have the awareness that you are the programmer, okay? Using a computer metaphor, have the awareness that you are the programmer so you can write the program. You can construct your life, all right? It's no one else, it's you, all right? So you work out what you want. All right, and write the program, put it into action, and go get it. Okay? Cool. All right, so, and final point now for this one here, this little new page one. Healthy choices are easy to do and easy not to do. We all know the benefits of living a healthy lifestyle, okay? It's a no-brainer. But how often do you really do it? How often in the moment of choice do you sway towards the choice that's going to serve you? Or do you sway towards the choice that's not serving you? No matter how insignificant or small you think that choice is and that action is, it will add up and it will impact where you end up, okay, with everything. So like compound interest, okay, in the banking terms, compounds over time. So you will gradually get better and better and better, or on the flip side, you will gradually get worse and worse. It'll compound over time. Okay, so it's easy to make the right choices. It's easy to make the healthy choices, but it's also easy to make the unhealthy choices, the wrong ones. So me personally, I do lead a pretty healthy lifestyle. I make sure I drink water. I make sure I get plenty of sleep. I exercise, but I do also like going out for dinner. You know, a sneaky donut here and there, a little bit of junk food here and there, a couple of beers. You know, I'm not really strict with it, but I'm well aware of the choices I make and the consequences of those choices. So I've got an awareness about it. So anything like that would be considered an unhealthy choice. I do keep it all in moderation, okay? That's the key. Moderation is the key if you're going to make unhealthy choices. I mean, I'm not just talking about your diet now. I'm talking about mental well-being. I'm talking about your physical well-being, psychological well-being, okay? Everything. You know, make the effort to make the right choice. As I said, everything affects everything. Okay, remember that. Everything affects everything. Because there's so much out there, so much literature out there and podcasts and audio books and everything on this sort of stuff. So, you know, you can't say it's nothing that you can't find information about this, but it's there. I will say that two big key areas is drinking water and catching up on your sleep. Okay, guys, sleep. And I know where you're at right now, sleep is probably hard to do because you're thinking constantly, aren't you? You're thinking, oh, I've got to get that separation agreement done. Where are the kids tomorrow? Who are they with tomorrow? Who are they with today? Wonder what they're thinking now. Why haven't I got the kids with me? You know, all this stuff going on. How are we going to sell the house? We're not selling the house. You're thinking, constantly thinking, all right? But you've got to let things go. And remember, your mind, you take everything in, you're taking too much into your brain and you can't sleep. You've got to be able to sleep. So if you can't do anything about it right there and then while you lay in bed tossing and turning, just let it out of your brain. As I think I've mentioned before about Dr. Tikal, if your brain is like a pressure cooker, you need to release stuff. So if you can't do anything about it right then and there, just let it out. Let it out and don't stress about it. Okay, let it go. All right, worry about it tomorrow. All right, put it down. Write it down in your daily list about things you want to take up tomorrow. Yep. But make sure you get your sleep. Please, I beg you, sleep and drink your water. All right, you know that you can go without food longer than you can go. You can go without food longer than you can go without water. Okay, so that's how important it is to your body. Your body's made up of X% of water, so keep your water up. I mean, it is a no-brainer, isn't it? You just make healthy choices, do the right thing by others, and do the right thing by yourself as well. Because the compound, it does happen with your health. Right? Compounding will happen with anything that you do. Because if you keep making unhealthy choices, it's going to get you. All right, it will get you. Something could go wrong with your body if you're making unhealthy choices religiously all the time. Okay, and you don't want to do that. But you just want to keep yourself well. All right, and it's going to help you with everything in life. All right, even if you know, as I said before in one of the other ones there about being on your best behaviour, if you're stuffing up all over the place and making bad choices, you know, people will see that. You can even have a little trick about where to keep yourself on the straight and narrow. You think that your kids are always with you. I tried this as well. This little hack that I used to do. I'd pretend my boys were always around me, and that would stop me from doing certain things. Okay, it sounds stupid, I know, but it was just a bit of, you know, slight edge integrity there that, you know, just pretend that they're there with me. And then would I do that in front of them? No, I wouldn't. So then don't do it now. Simple. All right. But, you know, there's so much information out there about healthy choices with food and everything. So I'm just telling you, just to do it, okay? Just make the healthy choices. All right? The benefits are just well worth it. All right. In your lifestyle, in you know, everything. Just be a role model. Be a someone that people look up to. Right? Especially your children. They want to see you doing well. So just make the choices, because the whole thing is, you know, I touch on this a bit later, but you want to look after yourself first. All right, get yourself right and make sure you're making these choices. One of the 3 secrets from the webinar, you'll remember, is looking after yourself first. Okay, so you remember that from the webinar where I said that you are number one. Okay, you are number one. So keep yourself well. All right, and you'll do that by making the right choices. My analogy from the webinar was when you're in a plane and they're doing the little safety demonstration, okay? In the event of emergency, the mask will fall down, fit yours first and then fit your child's, okay? This is my analogy here. Fit yours first. Fix your body first. Look after yourself first, okay? And then you are able to take care of others. That's the key, and that's my whole analogy in this. Look after yourself first. Okay, you are number one. Look after yourself and then you can look after others. Just like learn to love yourself and then you can love others. Or if you don't love yourself, how can anybody else love you? Okay, that's something a bit different, but same philosophy there. All right, key point. Look after yourself first and then you can look after others. Okay? Good, all right, well that's pretty much it for the new page, the start of it anyway. But as I say, the next few modules are going to delve deeper into you moving forward, the future focused, and you being the best you can be. Okay, guys, love your work, keep it up, and I'll see you in module 9. Bye for now.